you look for three here, and got that through.
Well hit through extra cover. That's going to run all the way. Calitran just giving chase to retrieve it from the boundary. Overpitched, and Greg Chappell gave it the treatment. And he's cracked that again. Another half volley. And another long chase here for poor Calitran. This time it won't reach. And the batsman could well run all four here. And possibly even take a fifth. They'll be satisfied with the four or run. It's a good shot by Greg Chappell to punch a lifting ball off the back foot through extra cover as he did then. Very difficult shot to play. Oh, that's a fine shot. That's 4 runs. Beautifully played, beautifully timed, and it raced to the boundary. And he's chopped that away. Third man is vacant. That's 4 runs. Greg Chappell looking to be in very good form now. And he's taken a special liking to Colin Croft since T's Mahmood 27. And
I would love that.
West Indies do feel that he is vulnerable to the short ball. Over the head of third slip. Rather edgy drive there by Greg Chappell to the boundary for 4.
And that's 4. That's exactly where Miller can't afford to bowl. Anything short on the offside will get the...
It's in the air but safe, and it's 4 runs. That's a really well-timed stroke.
No worries about him not getting 100. The field's pushed back. They're quite happy to give him the single, which will take him through to 3 figures. He's gone for the big one. It's 1 bounce to Amos at mid-on. It brings him 100. And what a good 100 this has been. In fact, the first 100 by an Australian in Prudential Trophy cricket. 154 minutes. Superb performance this by Chappell. He raises his bat. He's there with 100 to his name. Greg to Chappell. He's found the vacant spot again over deep square leg. No need for anybody to chase that. That'll go through for 4.
Well up and wide, and that's straight through the covers for 4. Glorious shot from Chappell. And it had 4 written all over it. Lifted this in the air, but it's over the inner ring, and that'll be 4 more. Chappell obviously deciding to set about Troop before he can get into his stride. He goes on to 38, and that 38 now is after receiving only 30 deliveries. He loves the ball tossed up into his pads and just clips it over that inner ring quite safely. He's edged this one, and Smith gets a good glove on it but can't hang on to it. Wicket bowler going right across the right-hander, so the keeper should be wide-ish. He just goes to slice it down there. Smith's moving now, and he got a good glove on it, just a bit offline though. Punishes this one, and there's no need to run for that. That's 4. And moves to 97. Oh, he's hit this one up, and he didn't really have control over it. Richard Hadley making a very good attempt, but it's 4 runs, and that's the 100 for...
Ryan Lara. He's the key to the West Indian batting. He's coming off 231 against Australia A at Bellerive Oval in Hobart. This week he comes in at 2 for 52, and all of a sudden He's off the mark. And a fine leg. Generous round of applause from this very knowledgeable Adelaide crowd. They love their Test cricket.
He hasn't missed that opportunity. And that's what Brian Lara has got to do. Sure, he doesn't want to get out to McGrath, but he can't afford to be thinking so much that way that he...
Well, it's an interesting stroke. He smashed that for 4 through the covers. I suspect one hand. I saw him being photographed practicing one hand yesterday because he's got a bit of a damaged shoulder.
Yeah, the ball well outside his body and having to bring the ball around from outside us off stump.
Well, that's a cracking shot. Just about the shot of the day. Nothing wrong with the ball, just an outstanding back foot cover drive.
As most players, but he's got a fantastic back lift as well.
It's in the air, that one. Just to the right of the man at point. We'll go for the boundary. That was almost a chance. And in the end, that wasn't a chance. It goes down as 4 runs. That's the back foot again. This one's going to go all the way as well. So there certainly is a change of mood out there.
This is Brian Lara at his best. Off his toes from McGrath through mid-wicket. Glorious stroke that. One-handed, double with an injured shoulder, and then this square drive off the back foot was a gem. Followed it up with a one through point in the air, and then finally through cover again. 14 runs off that over from Gillespie, and Gillespie bowled superbly. 3 for 35 off 17. That's a cracking shot, and that's through. Well, this is his best. This is what people want to see, and this is what the West Indies need.
And this is when Jimmy Adams comes into his own also.
Yeah. And good in defence. Nice touch. Running down the hill, and that'll go for 4 again. That's good cricket. Something through the onside, then the offside, and this was just all touch. There's his 50, and what a way to bring it up. The perfect cover drive. Superb 50. Plenty of boundaries, starting to take control.
Half-century to Brian Lara.
There's nowhere you can bowl to this man once he gets set without having some damage done. This is a magnificent shot. It's a half volley.
Oh, yeah.
Great shot, backward a point. 4. Good use of the feet, that high back lift. Wasn't a bad delivery.
He hasn't worried about hitting that one down. No third man.
Oh, that's a cracking shot. Wide, and that'll be 4. Plays that shot very well, Brian.
Oh, it's a glorious shot. Just onto the back foot. The outfield is pretty lush out through extra cover, and Lara will pick 3. In the air.
And that's flicked away by Lara over the top. Will go for 4. Down in front of the Eric in his stand. Lara flicks it off the legs. So another boundary to Lara.
It was in the air for a while. Just seemed to hit high up on the back, but it's in the gap. Something Lara is very adept at doing, hitting the ball into the gap. Callous, the hands just going up in anticipation. Hope more likely that it could have gone to someone.
What a glorious shot.
Great shot. Huge shout also from Nicky Villiers. But that is an outstanding stroke. He just picks the gaps, as Brian Lara.
Brilliant piece of batting from Lara. It's so simple. There's an economy of movement there. It's a classic extra cover drive.
Attack he's facing, of course. Ah, good start. Positive and crisp in the execution. That's the best of one of the world's finest players.
I think he's been burdened a bit by expectation, by the responsibility that he and Jayawardene have. Given that the Sri Lankan bowling attack isn't particularly strong, some of the batting is also inexperienced. He knows how important his runs are, and I think he's been a bit inhibited as a result.
Yeah, first bad ball from Graham Swan. A class out like Sangakkara is not going to miss that opportunity.
That's a little tiny bit too wide from Tremlett back into the attack. And Sangakkara did well. Wasn't an entirely convincing stroke. He didn't really go with the full might of the bat on top of it, as if he's just a little in.
Shot. He just waited patiently, Sangakkara, till the ball gets straight and full, and then it's lovely, composed, nice and easy touch on drive. Brings up his 50. A very nice 50 too. We're pleased about that with all the failures he's had in England.
Lovely shot from Sangakkara. Great balance, and it's really good to see him back playing and fighting for his country and leading from the front. Ah, lovely shot.
Jonathan Trott brought into the attack.
What?
Tells you a couple of... Four more. It's raining boundaries at the Rose Bowl. The pitch looks good for batsmen, and he can really bat. That is Kumar Sangakkara. Nicely placed. Had to favourite to save this match.
Well, we're beginning to see this innings, the cultured class of Sangakkara, the off drive of his favourite, and he's played it a few times in this innings.
Nicely timed. His tiptoes on the back foot. He's got enough of it to go all the way, Sangakkara. Very well controlled shot. Moves him on to 97.
Yeah, this is a classical back foot shot. Get up high on the back foot, right on the toes. Play it with a straight bat. Don't try and hit it too hard, just time it.
Neat. Sangakkara does everything with a modicum of effort. Just an efficient player, no real flamboyance about a lot of his shots, but using the pace of the ball well from Broad.
He's just a darn good player, isn't he? Look how he lets the ball come to him. That's why you can score square of the wickets.
I think that Sangakkara is going to be too confused by it, though. In fact, he's just going on his inexorable way. 110 to him now, which is exactly what the Sri Lankan lead is. Great shot.
He's got the squared. It's misfielded at cover. Chance for a run at the bowls, and this is tragedy for the Australians. A terrible one from Bruce Yardley. And what a great average, 21.57, 307 test wickets.
In face, got the outside edge, and he's on his way to the pavilion.
Nicely timed, beautifully placed, and 4 runs. Good footwork, that.
But early in the over, and then Pascoe producing this magnificent delivery, which is very severe on any that's short.
Oh, neat. Lovely stroke. Super little sweep shot that to beat Lilly behind square. First the square drive and then a great sweep.
Over the years, cricketers just seen so many batsmen lose their wickets on that particular number.
Not to be today, it's a fine shot. Pulling a short delivery through mid-wicket. Four to the fieldsman, but that's 4 runs, the longest part of the ground. Fine shot. This one up to 91. It's well placed. That's bad ball. It's put away for 4. Just put him out onto 99.
Now he's got his chance. Just a quick glance around at the field. Picks up his position. He's on 99. Fielding very close, looking to cut off that single.
And he finds a gap, beats cover, and it's 4 runs and well played this year. Fine hand. Came in when the score was 2 for 22, showed a lot of courage and some glorious straight play. A generous round of applause, standing ovation to the outer, and a lot of courage in that century. Been struggling all summer.
103.
And that's typical of his footwork today.
It's all over now. It's a glorious shot from Little Vishy. Both of them was only about 2 half volleys in this spell, and they've both been put away with consummate ease. Great shot there from Little Vish for that. Goes on now to 26, the total to 115 for 2, with Gavaskar on 51.
Nice stroke. Randall doing the chasing. Vishwanath goes to 29. 51 to Gavaskar.
That's a full pitch. He's found the gap all right this time, very comfortably, cosily through extra cover, and it's 4 more to Vishwanath, and he moves into the 40s. Vishwanath now facing both of them. Slice that away wide of second slip, and it's 4 more. Skillful piece of play there by Little Vishy. Angle the bat away and put it exactly where he wanted it. Goes on now to 44, the score on to 155 for 3. That's beaten Gale, that's his 50, and a good one too. Vishwanath will be again looking here for 3 runs. So a good piece of cricket, a very well-deserved 50 that. To Little Vishwanath. Getting close now to 4,000 runs in Test match cricket. He did 100 when he took guard here today. Good shot again by Vishwanath. Got into position nicely. Turned it away. Edmonds has got a long chase and there's nothing he can do about it.
Shot. Just opened the face cleverly there. Ball swung away a little bit. It was almost a half volley. control that Jai Wardner showed there was allowed him to get it through the covers for 4. That's 50 to Mahela Jai Wardner. Stylish innings. Perhaps more fluent than in the first innings when he was very much the captain on the burning deck. This time, much more the Jai Wardner of old.
Down the hill, it'll go for 4. Whenever you bowl too straight, batsmen love it at Lords. To use the slope, just clip the ball down the hill. He's got to go. Oh, he would have gone too, and he earns 100. What a way to go to 100.
But this time it was a glorious cover drive from Mahela Jayawardene.
There's the 100 up, and what a shot it was.
And that'll take his tally to 6, I think. Oh no, the ball's slowing up. Might just be hauled in. It is by Andrew Hall. So Jayawardene goes to 50. No ball, and a little wider. Jayawardene onto it in a flash, and another 4 down to the third man area.
Well, pick the bones out of that. That is a class player.
Driven through the covers by Jayawardene.
This kind of artistry from Mahela Jayawardene is also to be expected. Once again, a very, very slow short delivery from Makaya Ntini.
Great shot. That might go for 4. Big screen for Andre now. And that's a class shot. One of the rare boundaries today.
Beautifully played. Beautifully played. Extra cover. That's it. Stroked away quite elegantly, which is really the way that he's played throughout this innings. 300. Mahela Jayawardene, the 19th player in the history of the game to achieve it, and the second Sri Lankan. Well played, sir.
A beautiful shot. The outfield has really quickened up. Another very good shot by Mahela Jayawardene.
Lovely shot to bring up his half-century. Over-pitched, hammered. Martin. Lovely shot. Excellent placement. Point was deep. There was a third man, Martin, and still found the boundary. Another one. 3 on the trot. Easy pace track now. Lovely shot. Superb timing.
Beautiful shot. No one moved, including Damien Martin, because he knew it was going to race away for 4.
Damien Martin gets it past mid-off. That's how fast the outfield is. It'll go all the way. Just a gentle push through cover from Damien Martin. Beautifully timed.
We've got what looks to be a good batting track.
Through again. Before more. Perfectly timed.
A little bit of assistance from the breeze as Steve Rebilliard steps in.
Thanks, Greg. Nice to step in and see a delightful shot like that from Damien Martin, who is really treating us to some quite memorable stroke play. Well, that was travelling.
His test match form. Martin on strike. And lovely shot. Very good player, square of the wicket. Typical of a Western Australian player brought up on the hard, fast, bouncy pitches in Perth. That's a bad start for Dool.
Well, one just senses that.
Glorious shot. No need to run for that one. So the inconsistencies from Simon Dool just continuing a wee bit here. A half volley, it had to go, and it did. Yeah, 32 for 3. Make that 36. Just the one mistake again for Scott Styris. It could have been a maiden. Oh, and again, that is a magnificent piece. Gets it through. Beautiful shot for Damien Martin.
That's a fine shot. Just seemed to be a gentle push, but the timing was so good, and it's given Martin another boundary. And what does Martin do? He's giving you the full range here. First the pull, then the cut, and now a lovely straight drive.
Good shot, beautifully placed, well timed, everything right about that shot. 404 for 5.
Lovely shot to bring up his half century. Over pitched, hammered.
Martin.
Lovely shot. Excellent placement.
David Gower, 40 consecutive appearances for England. It's a super effort. He's been through the good times and the bad times, but he's a delightful batsman to watch. Natural timer. He won't be shackled. We will take this attack on here under these conditions, I'm sure of that. And an hour and a half for Gower could put England in a very strong position. Matthews coming around.
For England.
Well, that's very delicate stuff. And every one of the 25,461 people here today would have enjoyed seeing David Gower play that delicate little deflection.
Mark Taylor behind the stumps. Nice stroke from Gower. It's landed 15 yards in from the boundary at long off. So that will give Matthews something to think about. It's 3 for 181. There's that flashing square drive again. That's an even better shot than the one he played earlier, a couple of overs ago for Steve Waugh. That was closer in to Gower's body. It was a classic stroke.
Well, that wrist injury certainly not stopped him from throwing the bat at the ball. That's vintage Davy Gower. At his best, he sort of takes the ball a little on the rise, on the up. Not as big a stride forward as most batsmen, but he caresses it absolutely beautifully to the boundary. Alan Border to continue. For England's not-out batsmen, Atherton and Gower. David Gower taking strike.
That's beautifully played. Good judgment by Gower. It's 3 for 211.
Well, the wicketkeeper returns, Ian Healy, which will be All his supporters and friends will be delighted with
bowler, and Gower is batting.
Oh, it's in the air and it races away for 4. Gower playing shots already. Attempted pull shot and a big slash outside the one, the off stump. And found the gap at around about 4th slip position. Oh, that's a great shot. Have to be a fine player to play a shot like that. Gower off the back foot, getting into Terry Alderman, who's not swinging the ball and is putting on a length that's not full, and Gower onto the back foot. That was a cracking shot. It's gone again. That's a better shot. Doesn't even move from the batting crease. Right into Terry Alderman, David Gower. 3 boundaries in the first over. What a start. It's gone for him again. That's 4 more. Gower to 49. He's great to watch in this type of form. And he's going to make it very awkward for Terry Alderman. At his pace and the ability to force him back with the short pitch delivery. Glorious shot. 50 for Gower. What a way to bring it up. Wow, you can't bat any better than that on the 4th morning against the second new ball. And the crowd jumping to their feet. 80 balls only. The man who was dropped as captain, showing he's still the...
Now that's right out of the middle. But everything, footwork, timing, and sheer elegance.
And that's it. So David Gower passes Jeffrey Boycott's run aggregate in an England Test career. Warm applause all the way around, and England teammates standing, applause from the field as well. And Kapil Dev's about to bowl to David Gower. Beautiful shot, not a very good ball, it sort of asked for it, but you can't dismiss a ball from your presence more elegantly than that. And that's elegantly in a gap. It's just running away from the fielder.
A bit of confidence back into the feeling out there at the moment.
There you are. Away he goes. He's not long before he's going over the top.
Great shot. That's a fine shot.
It's a nice shot.
That's a cracking shot. That's 4.
Himself. Yeah, that's a beautiful shot. Lovely timing.
That is a Mark War classic. What beautiful shot. Using the pace of the quicker delivery.
Down the pitch, looking to go inside out, but saw the ball was on leg. Well played, right through the gap on the offside. Beautiful timing, all the way to the fence for 4.
Oh, beautiful. Good use of the feet. The timing was sweet.
That's a great shot. Oh, that's an excellent shot. Mark War's looking in ominous form.
That's safe. And it's gone.
magnificent shot.
Oh, well played. It's a good shot through extra cover.
Nicely timed. Beautiful shot.
What a shot. Lovely shot there from Mark.
Oh, that's a...
And it's resulted in 4 more runs. Held it back and tossed it wide, and Zahir was onto it like a flash.
What a beautifully timed shot. Perfectly timed. It's 4 runs. Oh, a magnificent shot. Full of risk. That's a magnificent shot. 4 runs just behind square. That is a magnificent shot from Zahir, clipping it off his legs, just behind square on the leg side.
And it's Underwood again. It's a magnificent shot. That's something in the line of the shots we saw Zahir play before lunch. Was in fact a half volley, but superbly struck for his 10th 4, finding the gap between cover and short extra cover. That one hit straight past the bowler, and that should be 4 more runs. He's middled that one all right. Swept away on the leg side for 4 runs. I think could well have been swept away from round about Midland leg, and Ray Illingworth covering his face a little bit.
Yeah, I think you're right there, Jim. I think he swept that off the stumps, but he middled it beautifully. Doesn't matter where he pitches, as long as you really give it the treatment like that. Lovely stroke. Very exciting one.
Just a reminder that he's already got 159 runs to his credit. And no question at all that Zahir has got his eyes on that 187 that Hanif made in the Test match at Lord's. So Shuttleworth was a little bit unfortunate yesterday, both these batsmen dropped. Coming in now to bowl the first ball of the day to Zahir. Superb shot on his toes, half volley, clipped away for 4. So what a good start again for Zahir. Taking a boundary off the first ball of the day. It's a half volley, struck beautifully through the offside for 4 runs. Derek Underwood's giving chase, but no chance at all. It's Zahir again. Now to face Basil D'Oliveira. And that's clipped away from mid-wicket. As Luckhurst going to chase it. It's touch and go whether he's going to make it or not. Good sprint, and they're coming back for 3, and those 3 runs takes Zahir to 199. Fine throw from Luckhurst from that very long boundary there at mid-wicket.
We've got the England captain coming on to bowl from the far end with the breeze. And that's 4 runs.
Lever to Zahir. Oh, 4 runs, uppish, but full off the meat of the bat. Exactly bisecting Edrich at backward point and Underwood at cover point. What a magnificent stroke, it really was. What about that one, Ted?
Well, we've seen so many of them, but they certainly don't get any worse. That was a tremendous Shot high back lift, giving himself a little bit of room and really caning the ball square of the wicket.
And what a glorious stroke through the covers off the back foot. He gave that the most fearful belting. Wonderful stroke. And that is Zahir's 1,000, the first to complete 1,000 runs this season.
And not only that, Dennis, the fastest man to 1,000 for 21 years. John Langridge got there on June the 2nd, 1949. Remarkable achievement. That's gone with the speed of light to long on over the rope. 273 for Zahir, and Underwood having to pay quite a costly price for dropping the ball just fractionally short.
The beauty of his cover drive is that at the point of contact, his wrists are so supple that he seems to be able to change the direction of his shot at the last moment, depending on the field placement. The result, as you can guess, is that he invariably finds a gap. Great spinners. His batting, especially his cover driving, made them look like ordinary bowlers.
And that is punched past extra cover. Is it going across the line? 4 runs. That's his 100. Well played, Zahir Abbas. 100 not out. First 100 at the National Stadium, Karachi. There's the applause from this very large crowd at the National Stadium. Zahir not out, 100.
Yes, I think it's a great performance. He deserves it, and I'm sure that everybody in the stadium not only enjoyed his innings but is also proud of his innings. It was a magnificent performance.
Zahir Abbas.
What a lovely shot through the covers, 4 runs. The glory of a cover drive being typified there. What a glorious shot that.
Oh, that's well played. Oh, let's dwell this one for a little while. I'll elaborate on the run-outs in a moment. That was a beautifully played shot. He's starting to warm to the task, I think, is VVS Laxman.
He's in such a great position to play the stroke. That's the key. Gives himself time because of the footwork. Now, he's set himself up on the back foot in this innings. He's lovely and still, just a little pivot and hits it down. A roll of the wrists. It's out of the textbook.
Magnificent shot. Absolutely fantastic example in terms of that particular stat. Oh, well played. Oh, beautifully played. And that is another little flick of the wrists, and that one's run all the way to the boundary. That's the shot of the day.
Indisputably the shot of the day. You've got to wait for the ball. Wait. And brilliant use of the wrist. So that's the pull stroke. And that's that wonderful whip with the bottom hand. It's so characteristic of subcontinental players. Wonderful.
The field of Laxman, so strong off his pads. This time he goes whack, and he does it beautifully. Right off the move of the bat. That's beautiful batting. 7 off the over. India on fire at the Gabba. 4 for 190. At the Gabba.
2 bad days with rain, but there's plenty of blue sky and sunshine now. Temperatures around about 26, which is not over hot for Brisbane this time of the year.
There he goes again. Oh, that's the second best shot of the day. That was beautifully played. Turn of the wrist, superb timing. Bickle just getting a fraction straight. And VVS Laxman showing what a good player he is. Good use of the feet, superb timing.
Well, this has been a tremendous recovery when you think that they knocked over all the Australians in the 3/4 of the batting order when they came out to play after the Australians had...
Full shots, two beautiful strokes off his pads as well. And normally the Australians tend to bowl outside the line of off stump, but the Laxman have got two straight and they paid the price so far. This time he forces off the back foot beautifully down the ground. Tall and elegant, fine stroke player.
You know you're watching a touch of class when someone plays a stroke like that. This was pretty much a defensive stroke, and he's got well behind it. Wasn't totally straight with it, but he made sure that bat and body were behind it, and it has fairly raced away from the fielders. Now that wagon wheel of Laxman's innings, the captain's got to have a computer in his brain out there when he's setting the field, and he will know about that wagon wheel even though he doesn't actually see it, and it's very important.
Lovely shot, beautiful back cut, no need to run for that. It's just exquisite timing. He just waited for the ball so nicely and just placed it behind point. Excellent shot. You see a lot of square cuts now. We don't see too many late cuts like that. It's a lovely shot. Just waited for the ball. Not much fuss. Just picked his mark where he wanted to hit it. And away it went for 4. He's looking in ominous form, VVS Laxman. That's 4 more. One behind point. Beautiful off try.
The Australian. Oh, he's hit that one away down towards the mid-wicket boundary. Will this be cut off? Oh, that's well fielded. Batic down there. Oh, great shot on the up and through the offside field. That was very elegantly played. Oh boy, he is certainly worth watching.
There's a classy look, isn't he? Don't worry about the spinners being expensive. Now War's not being spared either. That ball's not too bad, just short of a length, well outside off. He plants the front foot, stands and delivers a front foot cut shot. He's deep inside his crease naturally. He doesn't even bother to get that front foot going forward.
Take it. That'll be 4. It's just a little nudge. That's what you were saying about staying off his pads and Tendulkar's pads, is because this is their strength. It's a lean.
This is a whiteboard plan from the New Zealanders, and that is to make India hit only one side of the wicket, but that ain't the side, unfortunately.
At this stage, holds the bat there.
Have a look. Doesn't matter. He bats on leg. Doesn't matter whether Vittori's bowling around the wicket or over the wicket. Toes are on leg. It's a lovely shot. Really nice shot. Pretty well.
Flicked away, and it's raced away as well with the meat of the bat. 300 up.
And India now 301.
Yeah, Laxman just got inside this, moved across the crease. Got it nice and fine. Too fine for fine leg. Brian putting in. Needs to get it higher.
One now. Walked away in front of square for 4. Lovely shot, and India are now on credit. Short, but no venom in this at all. Set up very nicely for VVS to just punish in front of square. He saw it so early. No problem at all.
He's only been off the field for 3 hours during this whole Test match.
And we're now
their runs and
so quickly on the back foot, Laxman. Any little bit of width and 50 up for him. 53 now, another Test match, half century for VVS Laxman. He plays the spinners so well and times it so nicely. Lovely shot. Short and wide, put away, 4 runs.
As New Zealand continue to attack here, the opportunity for both these batters to put some good numbers next to their name.
that's right off the middle of the bat, and I picked that one earlier because it didn't bounce quite as high, and that was the way you should play the pull shot. 373 for 4. There's a sweeper. He won't get near that one. That was a nice stroke.
It's 2 guys in hot pursuit of that. 2 guys really raced after that, and Laxman never moved a muscle. He knew exactly how well he timed it. He never moved from the crease. He just stood there. There's things being said out there. Now that'll help, because Laxman gets through to 81 with an instant boundary, and 400 up for India. Oh, that's beautifully played as well, and that's going to race away. Chris Martin isn't even really bothering to chase in earnest. So 2 beautiful pieces of placement in this over.
Moves up to 85, rather.
Oh man, 3 in the over. That is class. Oh man, that sounded big off the bat. Terrific shot from VVS Laxman, so far in front of square. He picked it up so early.
Laxman's seen it like a beach ball. Now look how much time. You've got to see it early to hit it that far in front of square.
There's O'Brien to Laxman, who is on 93. Make that 97. Another pull shot. Maybe even straighter than the last. Through the covers, this will race away. And VVS Laxman brings up Test century number 14.
He's disappointed he missed out then, but since landing for 6.
Another slower ball, but into the gap. Another chance for New Zealand to chase just what they need. And another boundary.
India dealing in boundaries now. Another slow ball from O'Brien, once too often. Laxman saw it nice and early. Just clipped off his toes. 4 more to the total.
Oh, he's played it through the offside. It's 50. Oh, it's a fantastic 50 and a fantastic shot to get him there. The Bengalis are loving it.
Trying to find some swing, there was none, so it was there to be hit. And VVS Laxman has looked good in this Test match.
59 in the first innings he made earlier today, and now he is not out on 47. Slow ball, and he has picked it up beautifully. That brings up his 2nd half century in a day. India forced to follow on. Laxman the shining light this morning, and he has held the torch again this afternoon. A lovely shot. That is a beauty.
Perfect use of the feet against the spin between the bowler and mid.
Well, that's a better shot. Down the ground for a 4.
24 boundaries. 3 boundaries in this over.
Last ball of the over. Well pitched up, smashed through the offside again. That's a wonderful shot. Running away down towards the boundary. This will be 4 as well. This place has come alive. Laxman is starting to play some shots. Oh, through the gap again, through the gap again. VVS Laxman is having a ball.
And there's the double 100 for VVS Laxman.